Welcome everyone to a kind of first look into a game that just came out, Age of Civilizations 2. Now, this is an interesting game because it is a game that's kind of meant for mobile platforms as well as PC, and it is a pretty small game by, you could say, like its size in terms of memory, the memory that it takes, but it's also a relatively expansive game. Now let's dive a little bit into this. By the way, thanks to Jakob, whatever his name is, who's the developer. Does he have? No, sorry. Lukasz Jakowski, I think, is the name. He's the developer. He sent me the game for free, so yes, do bear in mind that I did receive a free copy of the game. And yeah, so essentially it's kind of like a, in a way, simplified, but also pretty, expansive, kind of grand strategy game. So you can see that, let's see, there's a lot of different scenarios that we can pick from. And this is just going to be a first look. I'm not going to go too much into actually playing the game because I don't have time. So you can see that there's the first start is the Warring States period of China, which is pretty lul. Let's see. So if I choose the scenario, it's gonna load up the whole map again, and it's only gonna be in China. So like the game itself mostly focuses on the whole world, but there's ways to create different scenarios relatively easily with an editor that I will not have time to show, but I've seen a little bit. So yeah, if I load the scenario, you can see that yeah, we're here in ancient China, and yeah, there's all the states that fight each other, and even Qin, who is the eventual winner. And yeah, you just fight in China. So if you want a kind of a small scenario like that, you can play that. And then you can start to play in bigger ones as well, like, there's Sengoku too, obviously, and the Free Kingdom of China if you want a little bit simpler, Byzantine-Sasanian War. But then, like, the really big ones are, I think, like, what people are going to play with. So there's the 1200 start date, Age of Feudalism, with 384 civilizations. The 1440, obviously inspired by EU4. With 498 civilizations. There's even an American Civil War scenario, Second Boer War, Great Emu War, and then there's World War II, the Football War, because why the hell not? The United States splitting each other at the 17th of August 2017, Brazil splitting off into all its states at the 15th of May 2017, because why not? And the modern world in the Age of Information. So essentially, you can see the whole idea. Also, one nice thing that you can do is you can click on this right side link, and it brings you to the wiki for the scenario that you're playing. So, for example, if I click on this wiki link, like if I'm playing the Warring States period and I want to know more about that, I can just click the wiki link and it's going to send me there. So that's a nice little feature. So yeah, playing in 1440, that's going to be what most people, I think, do. You can get a random civilization, like, it's going to send us all the way down to Africa. Or you can just pick and choose any civilization. Some of them have leader portraits, which is a nice plus, if you want your Mehmed II to look, baller and stuff. You can do that. Some of them do not, obviously, because there's like a certain rational limit to the amount of things that you can do. And yeah, you just go ahead and any like country that you want to play, you just go add player. Wait, what? Go away, and you're playing as that. So yeah. So if we want to play as Poland. There we go. We just go in and we load up. So as you can see, relatively easy, relatively simple. I've actually never played this myself, so I do not know how this is going to work. Yeah, there's a budget view, very good. Taxes, so it looks like this is a slider, so you can increase your taxes, and that's gonna affect your happiness. Okay, so right now it's 73%, and if I increase the taxes this much, it's gonna go down by -2 per day, likely increasing things like the revolt risk. Yeah, there's a revolutionary risk. Province stability, so perhaps, you know, happiness, yep, it has a effect on that. There's development level, so that's probably just economy. Economy, okay, so maybe development level is has to do with technology, perhaps. Economy, so you can, in some ways, maybe upgrade this, maybe by building buildings. Yeah, so by building these buildings, you can increase your development, maybe. Yeah, like the workshop, you can increase the economy. Library, probably the research. Yeah, increases the research points. Supply camp decreases upkeep. Farm probably increases, yeah, growth rate. And armory reduces the cost of recruitment per unit by 1 gold. Okay, so if you want to get more troops out, that's what you do. Then there's decrees. So there's a lot of things that you can do to, you know, sort of develop your country. That's kind of nice. There's population, obviously, and every time you click at one of these things, it brings you to the map mode, which is very appreciated. So, like, for example, if I want to see, you know, which provinces are growing faster, I just need to click the growth rate, and it's going to automatically switch me to that map mode. So you see that Germany is growing at a higher pace than some places in France. Very good. Or Eastern Europe. So that's nice. We do not know anything about here. That's probably because we do not... okay, so how do I go back to the political map mode? Okay, very good. Wait, I can even change... I can change the color of my country, which is nice. Huh, that's very interesting. What's that population meter? Ooh, let's remove that. Okay, so if I do this, Poland. Okay, so the population here, that's probably because, okay, so yeah, okay, I see. So that's just telling me that I have minorities of different ethnic groups. Okay. Yeah, like for example, some Hungarians live in Krakow. Wow. Okay, so that's, okay, map modes, right. So political army, so that shows you where armies are on the map, at least friendly armies. So Mazovia, I think, is my vassal, right? Yeah. Liberty Desire 0, and the Lord is Poland. Should probably be a little bit easier to see. Like, oh no, okay, you see that he's a vassal by looking at that. Okay, so he's got another flag, and if he wasn't a vassal, he wouldn't have a flag. Okay, so that's very readable. I like that. Income. Okay, so that's where your income comes from. Technology. Yeah, probably, you know, 1440, not much technology around. Okay, so the technology is depending in some way upon the development. I'm gonna explore this further, obviously, as the game progresses, or as I play the game, obviously. So there's the Byzantine Empire at the top of the technology, along with the Italians, as should, you know, happen. But, you know, that's probably not gonna be, you know, forever. You can see that, well, it's called Istanbul. Probably, you know, we can just call it Constantinople, is actually a tiny little province. That's kind of nice. Yeah, okay, so there's a bunch of these map modes. Imperial. Okay, so there's the Holy Roman Empire. Cores. So that's the places where you have cores on, or at least whoever you have selected has cores on. Yeah, so we have all these cores. Okay. And you can probably get cores as well, because it's considered as a core province since 10th of October 1440, turn 1. Alliances, even fortifications, watchtowers, ports, regions, balance, continents. Yeah, just a million different types of map modes. That's good. You can open diplomacy. What kind of options are there? Well, there's form intermarium in Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, so you can form different countries. I wonder how the intermarium is supposed to be different. Oh, okay, it's a little bit bigger. So you need to have the Balkans. Are they part of Hungary, Lithuania? Okay. So it shows you like how many provinces you need to take out of each person, and it even shows you like the wiki page. So that's really, really awesome. There's technology. Okay, so that's like how you're spending your research points. Vassals. Wonder if you can annex them. Well, this is setting their tribute. If I go here, do I have a way to annex them? Form union. Probably not gonna work. Oh, apparently you can form union with other people too. Although it's probably easier if he's a vassal. Who knows? Then what else? What other things? There's defensive pacts, proclaim independence. That's for vassals most likely, right? Or maybe it's a guarantee of independence. Okay, it's probably just guarantee independence. Offer vassalization, support rebels. It's crashing. Oops. Okay, that support rebels seems to hate you. Okay, that's fine. Ask for military access, send gifts. Okay, so it's basically, you know, declare war, prepare for war, and send ultimatum. Oh, okay. A war can't be declared in the first 4 turns. Oh, I wish that I could, you know, look at that, because there's declare war, which is just outright. Then there's prepare for war and send ultimatum. So I wonder if there's a way to, like, you know, say send ultimatums to people to make them, I don't know, give them some sort of demands, and if they're not met, then you just declare war on them. That's interesting. So that's the diplomacy. This is the administration, so there's budgets for goods, research, investments, and military, obviously. But the military budget seems to be fixed, so that's probably just, yeah, so you can slider around, and that's going to, you know, if you don't have the money, it's going to take back some of it. You can easily see this. Okay, okay. There's an unemployment meter. Apparently most of our people are unemployed, although that's probably because they're, like, it doesn't count farmers as employed or something. And then there's like a kind of ranking thing. Wrath mode, conquered provinces, economy. Okay, so you can see like which countries have the biggest population. These are supposed to be filled up as the game progresses. Okay, I see. Someone undiscovered has a lot of population. That's probably China. Army, population, provinces, technology. Okay. So you can see all of the stats by scrolling around. Stats. Victory conditions. Okay, so there's victory. Okay. Even though they're all pretty much the same, except for technology. There's wars. I wonder if that shows like AI wars as well. Alliances, ranking by population, economy, and prestige. Wonders, really now. Angkor Wat, Chichen Itza, Christ the Redeemer, Colossus of Rhodes. Wow. Does that even do anything? Oh, there's the wonder on the map. Wow. I wonder if that actually gives anything. That's kind of weird. Stonehenge. Okay. Parthenon. I wonder if these, like, some of these require certain, like, things that are not, you know, like, because obviously a lot of these we do not know where they are, and they exist. But like, for example, the Taj Mahal hasn't been built yet, or the Christ the Redeemer hasn't been built yet. So I wonder if there's extra requirements to discover them, you know? Like, for example, Brazil is independent or something like that. And yeah, so this is just basically the game, and I'm going to be playing more of this and seeing if the AI is actually any good soon.